I'm iffy, but I still felt like I had to show my face because that was my mother. I read this like pamphlet that my mother's brother gave me. Any of the energy was, the vibe was off. They didn't even fuck y'all. For real. Fuck out of here.
Enjoy the low moments that you have enjoyed together. You've talked about the love that you share. You've talked about family, relationship. You've talked about being there for you.
Yeah, but I look Tito, so yeah. Let me just put that out there.
Protect her. Like only sister, closest sibling, like we. And watching her suffer was the hardest thing I ever experienced in my life. I would pray that I could sustain some of her pain, take some of the pain away. After a courageous 4.5-year battle with stage 4 ovarian cancer.
We start, and somehow we drifted so that they were apart. I love you, Taisha. Joanne, I simply tribute from Dale Elementary and School from Florida.
I just want to sleep. I said, okay, get some rest. I'll be up until 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Just call me when you get up. And she would call me and we would pray together. Just about every day we would pray these different psalms and whatever in the Bible. And when she finished, then she go to bed. Then she come up in the morning. Oh, mommy, the prayers last night was good. I feel so good today. I said, that's good. That's God talking.
Amen.
And she would keep calling me because I live in Georgia. Mommy, when are you coming? I said, what's wrong, baby? Mommy, just come. I just need to see you. And I said, okay, give me till next week. I'm going to come. And I came. I stayed with her for a little while. And then I went back home. And then, like maybe a month or so afterwards, she was doing good. And then after a month or so, she ended up in the hospital. And then she said, Mommy, come. I need you to come. I said, what's wrong? Mommy, nothing is wrong. I just want to see you. So every time she said she wanted to see me, I would come from Georgia to New York to see her.
My.
And this last time, I figured it was really bad because when she was in the hospital, my son came to see her first. He spent some time with her. And after that, he said, Mommy, then I think you can come now because I'm going to come back to Georgia. And when I came to the hospital, she almost jumped out of the bed. Mommy, Mommy! And I said, oh baby, what's wrong? I said, glad to see you, Mommy. And she was coming out of the bed to grab me, and I met her and I squeezed her. And I said, let me see if I could take away some of this pain from you. And she said, yes, Mommy, please, please. Jesus. And we just stood there for a couple of minutes just holding on to each other. And after I spent about a week with her, I went back home. And then she came out of the hospital and she went home. And then when she went home, she said, Mommy, you coming? I said, you just came out of the hospital. She said, yeah, I want you to come. Come. And her partner was leaving to go to Florida to deal with her son's graduation, so I had to come to look at her. So I came to watch her while she was gone. And the time that I've been there with her, she was just crying all the time, and I said, please, Mama, stop crying. You're going to make yourself worse. And she said, no, Mommy, I am in so much pain. I can't take it no more. And I said, God is going to help you with the pain. And I would embrace her all the time, see if I could help take some of the pain away from her, but it just wasn't happening. And then I was giving her her medication and stuff like that, and she would be like, Mommy, I don't know how much longer I can take it. I said, just hold on. When God is with you, He's going to take you. You just hold on. And we just stood there. I'm sitting on the bed and we chatting and we talking and talking about the good times and all the good times and all that she did and we did together and stuff like that. And she told me she wanted some cream with farina to eat. And I went and I fixed her some. And I came back in the bedroom and I gave her about 3 spoons she ate. And she said, that's enough, Mommy. No more. That's enough. I said, eat a little bit more. And she said, I can't, Mommy, I can't. I said, okay. So I went and I took the bowl back in the kitchen and I heard noise, like 3 gasps. And by the time I got back in the bedroom, she was there just trembling and I started saying, Tash. And she said, I said, Tash, Mommy say. She says, okay, Mommy, okay. And with that, she just gave me 4 grasps, and that was the end of it. After I told her, she said, she's just so tired. Mommy, I can't do it no more, I'm just tired. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I said, just close your eye, baby girl, and just get some rest. And by the time I said that, that's exactly what she did. Close her eyes and had the rest. So all I could do was kiss her on her forehead from all of us and said, Mommy gonna miss you. I'm gonna miss you daily. Because every day I talk to you. And so I said, no more Tash, no more baby girl, and she's gone. So she'll be forever missed from my mom because that's my only daughter. My only daughter. Okay, thank you.
Amen.
I'm her only son.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. There we go. I'm one of Taisha's cousins, Jamal, my wife and daughter, Roxanne and Oriana right there. And a lot of stories. I appreciate you guys sharing. And I'm actually upstate now, upstate Albany, New York. But a few years back, you know how we go with the family, right? And you ain't living with somebody living with you, right? And Taisha was staying with us for a little while. And yeah, so for those of you who know, I mean, your girl got some hands.
Yes.
Okay, cool. The boxing game is serious. So one time her and I was slap boxing and everything, and I found out real quick that she knew what she was doing. And yeah, but you know, we would spar from time to time, and that was just one of the things that I would just appreciate about her, just being authentic as she is. And she's going to definitely be missed. As you could tell, the beautiful she was. That spirit will certainly live on, and you know, we appreciate you, and you have many kids left on this earth, not just Troy.
Like no other reaches to me. You are my strength like no.
But let's get to the good part. Alright, my AC probably running and stuff, so I'm not even, this is gonna be quick, because I don't have a mic. My mic is up, and I don't know what's at, but, so today was my mother's, ceremony, funeral ceremony, whatever, something of that nature, whatever it's called, ceremony, for her passing. So I went in there in good spirits, and of course I'm iffy, but I still felt like I had to show my face because that was my mother. That was my mother at the end of the day. I felt like I had to show my face, and that's what I have done. I literally said I wasn't going to say nothing about anybody, but I read this like pamphlet that her brother, my mother's brother, gave me, and I'm reading it. And they didn't even put me in nowhere, act like I didn't exist. Didn't even put me nowhere in my sister as well. And I'm actually gonna call her because I read her stuff, tribute from daughter and grandchildren, dear mom, blah blah blah. So they had all of this concocted, and they didn't even ask me, or nobody's even blocked. They had me on social. If they wanted to contact me, nobody said anything to me about anything. That was my mother. Let me add that in. That was my mother. So I'm going through. I literally will read this. I wanted to take a moment to thank you for being the most amazing grandmother to Mateo and Nixon. You love the boys fiercely and without hesitation. You spoiled them when you could, and even amid your illness, you still found the strength to call them, check on them, and make plans for them. All the fun things you wanted to do together. Honestly, that don't even sound like my sister. They said, oh, Taisha, blah, 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 blah. Lovely with so many, but never more deeply than her grandchildren. I am so incredibly proud for my grandmother you were. I only wish Mateo and Nixon had been given a little more time with you, though. I know the time you did have, blah, blah, shaped there for the rest of their lives. Thank you, Mom, for your love, your strength, and every memory you gave us. Rest peacefully with all love, your daughter, Venetia S. Brown, and your grandchildren, blah, 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 blah. This is the thing. I am many things. But I went in there with good spirits, and even though I don't really like them, I don't care for them. I'm just like, it wasn't about that today. And I'm big on energy, and when I went in there, the energy was, the vibe was off. They didn't even say anything about my sister. My sister didn't even acknowledge that she had children. I had people who said so many great things about my mother, how much she was a great mother figure to so many other people's kids, and how she was there for this person and that person. And it just, I almost got up and fucking walked out, because I'm like, how are people benefiting from my mother being this good figure? And I've been around for some years, some time. I've been alive, and I have never received that from her. I was always treated like a burden, like I wasn't like, and to be honest, my sister talks to them and she probably kissed their ass a little bit, but like her as well, like we was always treated like everybody didn't really care about us, like, like you would think like we was adopted into the family, like, like treat you like you, like we don't matter. And they give my sister little crumbs, and she's on the pamphlet, they talk to her, but she still don't get she get a little, I'm not gonna lie, she definitely deals with them way more than I could possibly even fathom, because I can't, and I wouldn't, and I would never, but she still get crumbs. And I feel bad for her, bro. Now that I read this, like, no wonder my sister, when I went there, she kept saying, oh, thank you for coming. She's like, oh, you leaving? She kept putting in the air, am I leaving? I was outside, I was going to leave, but I was like, let me stay around, because I was going to actually say something to my grandmother, like, oh, just, me. Just extending grace, as I usually do. I was going to be like, sorry for your loss, see how she's feeling, even though I don't favor her. But my sister kept putting in the air, oh, she's like, are you going? And one thing about me, don't put something out there, because I'm going to take the opportunity to, I'm going to take full out. Like, don't put an idea or action out there. I'm going to jump on it, because I'm going to feel like you don't want me there. You know what I'm saying? So when you put an idea in the air, I'm going to take it. So if you be like, oh, you don't want to eat, you're not hungry. Yeah, I'm not hungry. Oh, you ready to go? Yeah, I'm ready to go. Don't ask me. You have to, I'm the type of person, you gotta make me feel like you want me to be there. You know what I'm saying? Even though I came in with my son, I didn't get to take no pictures. I came there with good intentions, bro. I had my cameras, like, I had all my stuff. I didn't even take, it was just like, as quickly I was out there, I was late. I was like 25 minutes late. But as quickly as I was there, it was over. I saw little eyes from somebody that said she was her cousin. Like, he's wearing shades, but I could feel just him. I could see him watching me and hovering over, like, around me. I felt uncomfortable. Her brother handed me the pamphlet, act like I was a nobody. I'ma still put up the videos of the the relatives that I recognize, her brother, her mother, and her cousin. I'm gonna put up the videos. It was nice. They said some nice things, but I felt like a stranger at my own mother's funeral funeral thing. I was like a stranger, and it just shows you how everybody act as if I'm not human. Like, and just reading it goes to show, like, they're hateful. They're hateful, and I just want to just pinch myself and wake up like, what the f*** to these people? This is why I'm so distant. This is why I carry on the way I do. This is why I carry on the way I do. Because they act like I don't exist. On my mother's funeral was crazy. You know what? I can't even. I don't have tear dots for these people. They are irrelevant, and they are beneath me. They are beneath me, bitch. They try to act like I'm not, like I ain't worthy of nothing. No, bitch, they not worthy of me. I have not done nothing to them. All I have ever done was defend myself. Well, I didn't even get to defend myself. They talk about me so harshly when I'm not around. Honestly, I am burying everybody that through this lineage or this bloodline. My mother left no legacy. She probably was a great person to them, but she was not that to me. Nor was my grandmother, nor her. So I am today. That was been my last time, and I don't want none of that. I'm burying, burn her, and I'm burning them as well out of my life, out of my mental. I am done with everybody. Everybody. Family, we use this word family way too loosely. Family is not who we are connected through blood or tethered through lineage. That's not what makes us family. Family is who we adopt in our heart, and people we embrace and we show up for, and we show for time for comforts and in time of need, and celebrate them. You look forward to even seeing them again when you're away from them. That's what family is, and that's something they have not been to me. Wish I would have had more footage. I honestly came there with the intentions of, I don't know. I honestly want it better, but like, these people too hateful. I honestly don't give a suck my dick, bro.
I'm sorry. You didn't deserve that. I can acknowledge that.
I'm just reading it. I didn't even. If I would have saw this earlier, I probably would have got up and walked. I didn't read the pamphlet. Of course, I'm just going through my stuff. I'm like, I read it. I'm like, well, damn.
No. You're not wrong. And I'm validating that. You're not wrong. You are correct. I'm so sorry. Okay.
I spoke to my sister. She was like, she's sorry that it happened like that or whatever. And She cried a little bit. We spoke, but honestly, I'm not over it. I love her, but she's connected to them, so me and her won't have a relationship. I'm not as mad. I honestly wanted to not speak too much because I know I was going to speak out of anger, even if it was the truth. You know what I'm saying? I was going to speak out of anger. And honestly, I'm done with that. What I would say is, I'm going to end this video like this. Be careful what you do to people and how you treat them, because it can come back to bite you in your ass. It can come back to bite you. You might not care now, but it'll spin the block. Treat everybody how you want to be treated. Stuff like this, when people deaths, this is where you draw the line. Stuff that y'all should be mad about, it should be irrelevant. It's not the time to be hateful. It's a time to show love and be there for one another. I was experiencing a loss as well. That was my mother. It doesn't matter if I wasn't as close to my mother. It doesn't matter. It's still my mother. I love my mother. So just be a fucking genuine person, and don't hold on to malice and envy and hate. Let that go. And I'm leaving it here in this video. I won't ever speak about them, and I hope I never see them again, but life go on. I can sleep at night. I didn't wrong anybody. Bye.